Friday night, the nation's capital taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Wizards trying to get the first season sweep against the Spurs since 1996 in the 97 season. And it would take all hands on deck to accomplish this mission. Jordan Goodwin, Corey Kispert, DeLon Wright, the list goes on. Everybody put in. And when it all came down to the final buzzer, Washington walked away with a 12-point victory, 136-124. I almost did some different math there. 136-124, that's the final score. Smiles on my face. Why? Because we got ourselves a dub. Christy Winters-Scott here, along with Wes Hall. We'll have everybody joining us momentarily here on Postgame Live. Christy, real quick thought, just first observation about how this can win.
Well, you'd love to see shots falling for Washington, and I think that was the biggest difference maker in this contest. After shooting only 15% from three against Denver just a couple nights ago, they were able to turn that page and get back on track from range. They were 15 of 30, 50% from range, and they were able to do that because they had great spacing, but they were taking great shots. They got the transition threes going. They shot 60% from the floor and 73% from the line. So a lot of great offense continuity, and they really got going in that fourth quarter when they needed it on the defensive end. So yes, their offensive prowess was on point. They were knocking shots in, but when it came time to win this game, they dug in on the defensive end, got the stops necessary, got the glass work necessary, got the trench work necessary
I see what you're doing.
to get the job done. And they did that with a total collective team effort. And Corey Kispert with a career-high 26, 6 of 9 from three. Bingo.
Well, that's why Corey Kispert is right now courtside with Megan McPeak after this big win for Washington.
Corey, they made a run in that second half, but whatever you guys talked about defensively at halftime, you flipped the switch and took control and never looked back. Just talk about what it took to take a season sweep for the first time against the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, that's big. This year was the first year we won in San Antonio in like 20 years, something like that. But we just had to lock in on defense, man. We were playing kind of lax and letting some stuff go, and as soon as we turned our attention to the defense and let the offense take care of itself, we ran away with it.
I don't know if it was the fact that the Zags got the win last night that you still have that layover coming into today, but you look like the Corey Kispert of the Gonzaga version tonight from the three. What was it offensively that you just were able to see the ball go in the hoop?
Yeah, I mean, part of it was that. I'm in an amazing mood because of the Zags. We're tuned in tomorrow. And, yeah, I mean, saw a couple ones early go in, some tough ones, and then those easy ones, the basket feels like a hula hoop.
You tie a career high with 26 points, and DeLon just a few points off his career high as well, too. Just talk about what he does defensively for you guys.
Oh, he's huge. He's huge. It's unbelievable what he does. He takes risks. He gets steals. He saves us on defense. We make mistakes, and DeLon makes up for it. He's one of my favorite teammates I've ever played with just because of that. It makes life really easy on defense and brings us a spark off the bench that we really need.
Congrats on the win. You got your passport ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Thanks, Megan.
Shout out to Corey Kispert enjoying the fact that his Zags got a dub. It's March Madness. We're all enjoying ourselves. If your team is there, no shots at anybody whose team is not there. It's okay. Chris and Drew, I have a question for you. We talk about scoring, and Christy mentioned that down the stretch, Washington shifting a gear in the fourth quarter. Washington scored 33 points for the first three quarters, but it was at fourth when they finally found that extra gear to move it up to 37. Drew, what say you about their performance down the stretch?
Hey, listen, I don't think it was the defense. I think it was the defense at spurts from time to time. When it was a must stop, you got that stop. But offensively, they shot lights out. I mean, it's tough to beat any team shooting 60% from the field, 50% from three. You got four guys with 20-plus points, so you don't know who to guard out there. You can't double team. Everybody was a threat. This game was won on offensive end because there was a couple of defensive possessions where I thought the Wizards just gave in, and just sent in the ticket. And it was like, you know what, this season's over with defensively. But offensively is where I think this game was won.
They shot 15 of 30 from three. If you just go back 2 nights ago, they only shot 15% against Denver. To me, that's where the game was won. And, Wes, I just go back to what I said in the pregame show about who in that locker room wants to look at everybody else and says, when this game is over with, we're coming in here with the win. I think that was DeLon Wright. I think that was Jordan Goodwin. I think that was Corey Kispert. I think that was Porzingis. And I think that was Denny Avdia. They might not have said it. Their play spoke volumes about coming out here and doing what you're supposed to do against a team in San Antonio. And I'll say one more thing. I don't understand this notion about losing on purpose. I will never subscribe to that. and I don't care how many more games are left. I want Wizards fans that are listening to me. This is Chris Miller speaking. You never subscribe to losing on purpose. Because if you've ever competed in your life, no one's ever wanted to lose a game on purpose and be like, hey, I'm looking forward to next year. No, you finish the season off, and if you make it into the play-in, great. If you make it into the playoffs, that's even better. But you don't come out here and lose games on purpose. I'm sorry.
No,
I got off my soapbox.
No, I appreciate you standing on it because you're absolutely right, Chris. At the end of the day, the competitive nature is why all four of us are here, because we love the game of basketball played at the highest level of competition. But we talk about guys having a special night tonight. Corey Kispert knocking down threes, that's what he's here to do. But I expect that kind of energy out of a young guy. DeLon Wright, a veteran in this league, who knocked down 24 points tonight, didn't have to do it from the three-point range, in and out. What say you about his game tonight, Drew?
Listen, it started on the defensive end. He got a couple deflections, steals, got off on the break, got an easy layup, knocked down his first shot. He was in the game. I mean, he was attacking downhill, trying to be a playmaker. They could not stop him at the rim. And they couldn't stop any Wizards at the rim because the lack of shot blockers on the San Antonio Spurs. I mean, they started – I'm going to just call him Sandro. They started, what, a 6'8" guy at center. I mean, that is just, you know, you got to take advantage of that. And that started in the paint, and I saw DeLon do just that, and that's what got his offensive game sparked. But now when he knocks down a couple of threes, I mean, that just, the more the merrier for him, man. And we even saw him miss a couple that should have went down. But 24 points, 3 for 6 from 3, 7 rebounds is key. That is huge because a couple of those were offensive rebounds, gave his team a second chance opportunity. He was a winner by any means necessary tonight, along with Jordan Goodwin.
Hey, Chris, going back to what you were saying about being locked in and about holding each other accountable, what does this win do for the morale of this team? Because they did earn a victory and gritted it out down the stretch in the fourth quarter on the defensive side.
Yeah, good point, Christy. I think now, you know, you get on the plane tomorrow and we head to Toronto, there's still work to be done. This is a win where you're supposed to win. You're supposed to beat San Antonio. Now you're going to go into a hostile environment up in Toronto where they're playing for playoffs also. So I want to see what the carryover looks like. Look, it'll be easy if two of your best players are sitting in street clothes and you can just say, we'll just go out there. No, I saw some guys competing at a high level tonight and wanting to win this basketball game. What does it do for Sunday at 6 p.m.? I don't know. We'll see if this effort travels, Christy. But again, as I said, there are a lot of people that maybe non-verbally said, no, tonight's just the night we're going to win. Tired of losing 4 in a row. Tired of playing bad basketball since the All-Star break. Let's collectively come together and win tonight.
Yep.
Chris and Drew, I'm loving this breakdown. This is the energy, Chris. I said it to you in pregame. That's what I wanted to see out of you. Thank you for doing it. I told
you, Wes, I signed up for 82, and we just deal with it. I got to work with him for 82 games. We might as well win as much as possible.
Thank you. It's all about the love. You two enjoy your trip up to Toronto. I know you guys both enjoy that city, so enjoy this win, and we'll see you in a couple of days. Wizards fans right now, DeLon Wright is actually with Glenn Consor, who caught up with him after tonight's game.
Congratulations on this win, but you were more than a defensive player tonight. Season high, DeLon. You did a great job, and you were efficient offensively. 9 of 13, 24 points. What were you seeing out there that was enabling you to get all those buckets?
Just being more aggressive. Just trying to. We have Kuz and Brad out, so I just want to be more aggressive and just try to look for my shot more tonight.
You know, the pace of this game was kind of choppy, but it looked like you guys kind of settled down a little bit in the second half. Much better spacing.
Yeah, we just settled down, like you said. Just try to play off of each other, make the right plays, and bunker down on defense.
What do you want to see? You got a couple of games left here this year. What do you want to see for the remainder of the season with you guys?
Just keep fighting. We're still in the playoff hunt, so just keep fighting and try to make it into the play-in, and you know, just try to stick together.
Congratulations on your season high. Congratulations on the win. Go enjoy this one, DeLon.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Give it up for DeLon Wright.
DeLon Wright getting some love there. Christy, I remember the song, and I know you remember this one.
Wait a minute.
You ready? See,
I don't know. What is it?
Who's the Queen Latifah had a song called Unity?
Oh,
U-N-I-T-Y. Yeah. And it's really about the energy of this team, playing as one unit, to the point where a guy like Kristaps Porzingis tonight, if I turned my iPad around and showed you his shot chart tonight in the fourth quarter, it would show you absolutely nothing because he did not play in the fourth quarter, because he did not need to play in the fourth quarter, Christy. What does that say for him? What type of confidence does it give him about the rest of the team where it's like, hey, I did my work early, I'm good?
It's the same confidence that Bradley Beal has right now, the same confidence that Kyle Kuzma has right now, that this team is unified when they collectively come together and buckle down on the defensive end. And I know Drew said it wasn't necessarily about the defense, but I think in that fourth quarter in particular, that's when the spurts of defense happened. That's when they got some kills. That's when they got 3 stops in a row and were able to pay it off on the other side, knocking down triples. So I think that's what separates this Wizards team. And Kristaps Porzingis, he didn't have to play in the fourth quarter because the team was on autopilot in terms of that unified aggression. And I think that speaks volumes to the confidence of this squad overall, not just for Kristaps Porzingis, but for the players who were on the court holding it down, okay? They were able to do that without their 3 top scorers on the court. So that gives them confidence as well, and they exuded that throughout the end of that game and brought it home.
Well, you got, like we said earlier, you got 4 guys scoring them 20-point scoring tonight. But when it comes to KP, talk about that confidence again. Look at a guy like Denny. Denny comes out tonight. Denny gives you 21, had 14 in the first half. And over his last 3 games, he's averaging 17 points and 10 rebounds.
Well, I love Denny's game, right?
Yeah.
He's 22 years old, tremendous upside for this young man. 6 shots he made inside the paint, okay? He was 9 of 15 from the floor, 3 of 6 from range. But when he gets downhill, he's so sturdy. He's on balance with his decisions also. You can be a driver and try to get to the basket, but you have to know when and how to do those things. I thought his timing was excellent tonight. I thought his aggression, getting downhill and finishing inside that restricted area with contact, getting and ones, and seeking out that contact, that's the difference maker for Denny, and that's what's going to continue to grow in his game. The ability for him to attack and finish, draw contact and finish. He's going to get more passes coming his way when he can pay it off.
Can we consider this like Turbo's revenge? He's back, you know what I mean? Last 3 games he's been cooking out in the fish grease, as Chris likes to say. But right now, I want to go to head coach Wes Hall Jr. at the postgame podium. I am excited to hear what he has to say about everybody contributing to this win.